Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Paramount Residential Mortgage Group.
In today's mortgage environment, providing our wholesale community with the best combination of product, pricing, technology, and service is paramount to their success. PRMG, built by originators for originators.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highways, created exclusively for Mortgage News Network and brought to you by our good friends at PRMG. They're working for your best interest. You know, we had some important levels that were breached on Friday, so I'm going to talk about that with you and tell you what to look for. I'll tell you why they were broken, but first let's take a quick recap of what happened last week. You did get the Fed minutes, kind of able to get past the Fed minutes. However, there was some talk by the Fed that said, hey, we're not looking to really hike or cut, but if the economy continues to do well, we would consider a rate hike. Now, I know that this may be to some degree lip service, but while the markets liked it the first day, on Thursday, the markets reacted a little negatively, putting us at an important technical level on where pricing were on the charts. Then on Friday, we got good news on the stock market, saying that, hey, earnings season, kicking that off, JP Morgan Chase blowing out earnings, and that really helped stock prices. And then a merger and acquisition activity in the oil and gas sector when you had Chevron buying Anadarko Petroleum, that added a lot more fuel to the stock gains, and that pulled some money out of the bond market. Unfortunately, it put mortgage bonds and the 10-year Treasury at technical levels that are not really good for us right now. I'll explain in just a minute. You know, this week, the next items that we want to take a look at are the HMI, which is the housing market index. This is real-time measurement for the month of April, new construction activity, traffic and builder sentiment. I think this is going to be a good number that we're going to get this week because it's out there right now. You really need to be putting in some additional time in trying to go through your past pipeline, talk to your past customers. Everyone's a refinance candidate. Those of you that are killing it with the tool that we have for debt consolidation, we're hearing that you're doing an extra 1 or 2 loans every single day, and it's the easiest money you've ever made. But also on the purchase side as well, it's out there. Everywhere I speak around the country, purchase activity picking up. Isn't it funny? So many people were talking about the death of the housing market just a couple of months ago. I kept telling you it's going to be a great home buying season. That swoon was normal, and now we're back into it, and the activity is hot all over. It's that way in your market as well. So you should be really working this on both fronts, on the purchase side, and do not neglect your refinances. Somebody will take them away from you if you don't make sure you're calling them every single day. Allocate some time. This is the time to be working late nights. This is the time to putting extra effort in. This is not the time to be easing off because you have some extra deals coming in. This is when you need to make it right now because it's hot. It's going to be that way for a period of time, and you never know when it kind of turns and slows down a little bit. You don't want to miss this opportunity. You have it in your hands right now. On the technical side for bonds, to give you, oh, by the way, later in the week you can get housing starts. That's going to be for the month of March, but then the activity really was happening in late 2018 or earlier this year when the stock market had not yet rallied, rates had not yet come down to the more attractive levels. So, and also the winter months. So of course the media is going to make a big thing out of this number, which will probably be a bit to the softer side, and they'll continue to try to beat the drum incorrectly just so they can gain viewership and eyeballs for selfish reasons. And now your customers and realtors have to deal with this. Be prepared that these are the reasons why that number might come in softer. Okay, as far as technical levels, watch 257 on the 10-year Treasury. I think we'll approach that, and then that will be really a moment of truth. If we break above that, it'll go towards its 50-day moving average. If it hangs at 257 and comes back down, it'll probably tread water there for a little bit. But I think that you're in a position right now where rates are going to inch up a little bit higher than they had been. And if they break above 257 and above their 50-day moving average, they may make a little bit of a move to the upside in rate, which is bad for us, but not terrible. Rates will still be pretty darn attractive. Everyone's still a refinance candidate. Get on MBS Highway. We will show you how to write 2 more loans a week, maybe even a day, if you go ahead and follow our directions like everybody else is doing. This is the time for you to go ahead and make hay while the sun is shining, and it is shining right now. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
PRMG continues to provide our wholesale partners across the nation with better technology, better product, better pricing, and better service. Our nationally recognized brand is more than just an image. It is a symbol of integrity. PRMG, built by originators for originators. Be sure to click on the link below for your free 30-day MBS highway trial.
This is Mortgage News Network.